Well, hello, Quest. This is June 25th, 2020, and this is our newsletter for this week. There are a couple of things I want to address, I'd just like to touch on two things, I think. So the first one will be this. It is the protocols that we are still following. You know, this whole process of the COVID thing has been very disruptive, obviously. We spent 2.5 months apart, and for many, it's going to be longer than 2.5 months. It's going to be 3.5. It's maybe 4.5, but for some, it may be even longer. And so we're trying to figure out how to do things. But we just want you to know we're going to stick with our protocols that we're doing right now for Sunday mornings, which means we're going to still do registrations because we want to anticipate how many people are coming. And so when you let us know by way of registration, it allows us to prepare. We don't want to waste your time or to be rude to you in any way, shape, or form. So when we need the overflow room, we have it prepared. If we need to go to 2 services, we'll be ready for that. But for right now, we're still doing social distancing. We're setting all of our chairs, at least in their pods or their bubbles, 6 feet apart. And we'll continue to do that. We are still using face masks because we feel like that is really helpful. And at the end of this whole process, we may figure out we went way too far, or we may figure out we didn't go far enough. We're trying to find that right balance. And so for now, we're still using face masks. No one enjoys them. They're totally a pain, but they seem to be prudently careful. And so as a result, we're not doing any live singing. It's all on video. And so we're wearing face masks. We're not singing. We're just watching a video. So for those of you who are concerned about that, we want you to know we're still doing that. Obviously, the whole washing of hands, we have sanitizing stations all over the church. So we're going to continue with that for now. It's a week in and a week out thing. We'll figure it out a week at a time. It's very fluid. It's very, we depend on good judgment from ourselves and from other people. And so we're continuing to do that for right now. We'll try to get the services up as quickly as possible, but because of our internet speed here out in Wildwood, it's really low. We can't live stream it, and so it does take time to record it and to go home and get it downloaded. Usually that takes a couple of hours at least just to download it, and we just have limited capabilities in that way. But I think it's okay. Just hang in there with it and watch it when you can, okay? The second thing I want to touch base on is the need for volunteers to do things. Now, you guys, a church, especially a church like us, can't function on hired staff. We really depend on volunteers, and we've chosen that to be a modest-sized budget. So we don't want to have a large staff who can do all the work, and it simply allows the congregation to be almost spectators. It's really a participating sport. This is a team sport. And we're going to have needs for people because some people who were volunteering before can't come back yet for a variety of reasons. And so we need some new people. So one of the areas right now is just for greeters, people to be there, to be friendly and engaging people. It's really important to us as a church to be a friendly place. We're engaging individuals, helping them. And so if you have any availability or interest in helping us with greeting, I'd like you to contact Angela Harmon or contact myself. We'll get you connected with her. But eventually we're going to have needs in the area of hospitality. We're not doing donuts. We're not doing any coffee right now. Eventually that will come back. When? I don't know. But when we do, we've had, over this COVID-19, we've had some changes. Jennifer Chapman, who used to be in charge of all that, moved out of town as her job changed, and the Lord was leading her another place. And so we're so grateful for that. We're grateful for all she did. But we're going to need some people to help and step up into that. We need some people with the tech ministry, meaning the slides and all the music and the sound system. And we just need a variety of things. So if you're at all in a place where you can volunteer, we'd love to hear from you. Because this is really about the body of Christ. Everyone being involved, doing what they can, doing what they're gifted for, and sometimes even doing the things we're not gifted for, right? Sometimes we just have to do the things that we're not good at, but we're willing to sacrifice for the good of everybody. So I just want to say, as we continue down this road of doing the ministry, and remember, what we're all about is helping people come to know Christ, to walk with Christ, and to be used by Christ to make a difference, because he's actually the only hope the world has. I think if one thing's hit me during this COVID-19 pandemic, and even the social unrest that we're facing, is this desperate need for Christ and his love poured out in our lives and through our lives to make a difference in the world. This world is a great place, but it's actually never satisfies the deepest need of the human heart. Nothing in it can. Only the love of God poured out through Christ into our lives and through our lives is the thing that will satisfy. So for that reason, we're committed to this ministry so that people come to know him and love him and to love one another. So you guys, we're looking forward to the days ahead and whatever that God might have for us, that we would be faithful to it, to not quit, not give up, not run away, but to stay faithful to his calling. So that's my prayer for each and every one of us, is to walk with him. Be encouraged, be strengthened, that he is about his work. He's not lost control. He's still doing what he needs to do. And his ultimate will be worked out, no matter what. And you and I can be a part of that. All right. Love you guys. Look forward to seeing you whenever we see you, in whatever way. God love you.